everybody. Today we're debating alternative medicine versus mainstream medicine, and we're starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thrilled to have you here for this epic debate. This is going to be a lot of fun, folks. So, want to let you know first a few things. If it's your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button, as we'll have a lot more fun debates coming up. So, for example, at the bottom right of your screen, you will see Jesse Lee Peterson and Professor Dave will be going toe to toe this Monday. So that should be a lot of fun. And also want to let you know, though, we are a neutral platform. So we don't have any videos that take a particular stance. That's just for the debaters. And I'm the host. And so I don't, you could say, espouse any of my views either. Instead, we want to welcome you and say, hey, whether you be Christian, atheist, alternative medicine, or mainstream medicine, no matter who you are, we hope you feel welcome. So with that, we are going to get into this pretty quick here, folks. It's going to be a flexible format like usual. We're going to have a flexible 10-minute opening statement from each speaker, followed by 60 minutes of open conversation, and then Q&A. So if you happen to have a question, feel free to fire into the old live chat. And if you tag me with an @ModernDayDebate, it makes it easier for me to make sure I catch every question to put it into the list. Also, Super Chat is an option, in which case you can not only make a question, but could also make a comment toward one of the speakers that would be read during the Q&A as well. And of course, they get to respond. We just ask that you be your regular friendly selves, and we appreciate you for that. So with that, I want to let you know one last thing before we start. I have put the links of both of these gentlemen in the description. So if you're listening and you're like, I want more, you can hear more if you click on those links down below. So we are going to have JM Truth. First time here. We're thrilled to have you, JM Truth. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks so much for having me, James.
You bet. Absolutely. JM Truth is going to get us rolling with his opening statement, and then we'll kick it over to Tom for his quick opening, followed by that open discussion. So JM, thanks so much. We appreciate you being with us, and the floor is all yours.
Hi, guys. Thank you. I'm JM Truth, also known as Joshua Michael. I wanted to give you a little bit of background of me before I go into the meat of this, so that you guys understand that I've got some background based on what I'm talking about. First, I have a graduate degree in instructional design technology. I actually teach health topics, and it's one of my passions is food. I'm also a gardener. I'm also a filmmaker. I do a lot of things. I am 46 years old and was a chef for a couple of years at Baylor University down in Waco, Texas. Now, while I was a chef, God got a hold of me, and I started to come off meat, and I started to learn through the help of my Heavenly Father about health in our bodies and how our bodies are actually meant to operate versus how the medical industry has us completely chained and tied to their enslavement system. Okay, the medical industry, as a lot of you, if you're keeping up with modern day news, there's a lot of issues in our modern day news regarding health and regarding nutrition. This debate probably won't. I'd like to say it isn't going to take long, because I'm going to lay down the facts really quick for you, and then my counterpart will make his argument, obviously. But there's some really simple scientific things that we can look at, and then I'm going to also cover it with some scriptural stuff, just to kind of underline what I'm sharing with you. The first is everybody needs to learn the term biochemistry. A lot of us have taken chemistry in school. A lot of us have taken biology in school. They don't really teach biochemistry in school. And the reason they don't is because, well, we'll get into that when I get into the meat of my topic. But remember that word biochemistry. Biochemistry is everything for us, okay? As when it comes to health, nutrition. I can tell you how to eliminate cancer, kill all sickness, illness, disease, never get sick again. I myself have not been sick in over 6 years. Okay, So that having been said, I turn it back over to you, James, and hopefully God will walk us through this process.
Thanks so much, JM Truth. We will now kick it over to TJump. Thanks so much for being here again in your clamshell chair as usual, Tom. It's a pleasure to have you, and the floor is all yours.
Yeah, okay. So apparently we have someone here who can cure all sickness and cancer. Miracle cures all around. That's amazing. I wonder why you're not a millionaire with a jet and a Ferrari. Must be some kind of magic hippie serum, something. I don't know. So it seems that there's a debate here between medicine and alternative medicine. And so the reason it's called alternative medicine is because it's not medicine. If it was ever demonstrated to work, it would then be medicine. Like science doesn't care about money. It just cares about what works. The cure for penicillin was just given out for free for everyone. There's the corporate enterprises are not keeping us chained. They just know what works and they can make it because it's, expensive, somewhat expensive, and then they charge us way too much. But it's hard to make medicine. It takes a lot of biochemical skills to be able to do that. If like marijuana just cured everything, then everyone could just grow it in their backyard and just be done with everything. There'd be no problem here. So it's not actually the corporations that have us chained. It's the fact that medicine is hard and you need people with degrees to make it so that we can have it. It's not just like something, not home remedies don't work. Alternative medicine doesn't work. That crap is just useless. That's why it's alternative medicine. It's been tested in the lab. It doesn't work. It's been proven. That's why we need the big medical doctors. Things that do work, like staying in bed and drinking water, those things do work and help get rid of colds. And we do those already, which is why those aren't like given out as prescriptions. You don't have to pay for those because they're already there. We already know they work. So if it works, the doctors will tell you to do those things. If it doesn't work like alternative medicine, then they won't. That's the only restriction. It's not like the big corporations are hiding remedies for us. They're just in our closets. Not like drinking bleach is going to cure anything, unlike what Trump says, to ingest disinfectant to cure
Trump never said
corona,
that,
which is actually posted with quotes, which is hilarious. So he did say that Trump is a fucking idiot. But so yeah, I mean, alternative medicine just doesn't work. It's just junk. All right, I'm done. We can go to the conversation now.
All right, we're jumping right into the conversation. Thanks so much. The floor is yours, gentlemen.
First, I'd like to know what background Tom has in medicine, science of any kind that makes him qualified to even sit opposite me and have this discussion.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn motel last night.
That's what I figured. Okay, so I talked about biochem. Okay, first of all, you made the comment about natural medicine doesn't work. Actually, before there was what we call medicine today, natural medicine did work. And if you understand biochemistry, you understand it's really simple. You have acidic and alkaline systems. Can you, for 100 points, can you tell me what environment does illness, sickness, disease actually thrive in? Do you know?
Biological environment. It thrives in every environment. So
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Give me a proof.
Give you a proof. People get sick in every environment, everywhere in the world.
That's not what I said. I said, in what environment, you should listen up. I said, in what environment?
Are you an idiot? What are you talking about? In what environment? People get sick all over the world. Done. You're an idiot. Next.
Okay. The environment that I'm looking for there, smartass, is acidic.
Okay.
Sickness, illness, disease, all thrive in an acidic environment, like your blood. Correct? I assume you eat meat. An alkaline environment, nothing, including cancer, survives in alkaline environment. That's biochemistry 101, Tommy. 101. So when you talk about medicine and doctors and stuff, and the people that are paid by Big Pharma, they're getting paid for that. They're getting paid to push drugs on you. Like I said, I became plant-based 6 years ago. I haven't been sick since. Now, I don't know, as far as testimonies go, that's pretty strong, bro.
No, that's called an anecdote. That's shit testimony.
Not an anecdote. When biochemistry proves that topic.
No, it's proven that topic false because people
people
only ate natural things for millions of years. So
no,
most of
that is not.
People only ate natural things. and they all got
That is-
sick and died.
That is not true. You need to go back and look up history.
Literally, we
Because-
couldn't artificially produce things prior to about 500-600 years ago, so they had to eat only
People-
natural things.
Do
They
you realize
couldn't
that they
artificially
dug
produce
up the
anything.
Roman? Would you agree that the gladiators were some of the greatest warriors on earth? Would you agree with that?
At their time period.
Okay. Do you know that they've dug them up and looked at their bones and analyzed their bones? They didn't eat meat. They actually were plant-based eaters. Do you realize the strongest man in the world in history was a plant-based eater?
Wrong.
Never
That's
eat meat.
definitely wrong. I can prove that's
It's
wrong.
not- no, go look up in fact, he's a modern day weightlifter. Go look up Game Changers. He's in there, by the way, bro. So when
the men's strongest, the world's men's strongest.
because I said so.
Whoa, stop. Everything you just said is bullshit. So the world's strongest men eat like whey protein and mass protein gains. They don't just eat.
No, that is not true, bro.
But that's irrelevant. So again, even if the nonsense you just said it was true, that's totally irrelevant. People eating healthily does not stop disease.
Tom, prove me wrong, bro.
I just did. World's strongest man, whey
you're
protein.
saying-
Here you go. You could like look at his diet. He's like, here's the whey protein we
The
eat.
world's strongest man is. I have to go look up his name. I don't have his name in front of me, but he's not a weight eater, dude. He was a plant-based eater. They had him on the documentary Game Changers.
Okay, and that still doesn't help you. So many of the people who are just about equally as
doesn't
strong as
help?
them do.
It
So that doesn't do anything.
It
This does nothing to help your
proves-
case. People eat. Yes, some people are vegetarians. That is true.
Okay.
Vegetarians also
If you
get
go
sick.
look up
Hold on. Let's one at a time. Go ahead, Jam.
vegetarians get sick, yes, but I'm not a vegetarian.
Okay, vegans also get sick.
I'm not a vegan.
Okay, whatever
I'm a
you are,
plant-
also get sick.
No, I just told you there, smart guy, that I have not been sick in 6 years, bro.
That's called an anecdote. So I don't care if
Not
you've
an
personally
anecdote.
gotten sick. That's
It's
literally what anecdote means. Google the word anecdote.
Bro, I have my blood tests, which if I showed them to you, would show you the alkalinity of my body.
I don't care about
probably
you.
20
You are an anecdote. Anything that involves I is an anecdote.
Hold on. It's okay if you want to give him a rebuttal once he finishes, but let's just let him finish really quick. Go ahead, Jam.
Okay. The point that I'm making here is biochemistry, basic biochemistry 101. No virus, sickness, illness, disease, nothing survives in an alkaline environment. That is basic chemistry, basic biochemistry. The fact that you don't know that means you probably shouldn't be sitting here opposite me right now. Because your basic scientist knows this. You could go to any chemical pharmaceutical company and ask them this question, and your lead chemist should be able to tell you this answer. It's basic biochemistry. Like, it's not even advanced biochemistry. The fact that we are not taught this in this country, and the fact that Big Pharma actually has now control of our sciences, which funny because what you call science is really pseudoscience. Just because somebody puts on a white coat. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, again, everything he said is bullshit. We can test it in a lab and prove that's wrong. So go do it in a lab and then we're done.
We've done it in a lab, bro. It's already been proven.
Okay, make $1 million. Go away. Like, no, it hasn't. Like, yes, you're right that things can't survive in an alkaline environment. That's true. Your body isn't one.
My body is an alkaline environment. I've got blood tests to prove it.
And so everyone can get sick. There is no way to stop sickness. It cannot happen.
It absolutely,
it literally cannot happen.
Absolutely is a way to stop.
Literally cannot happen.
You are absolutely incorrect, 100%.
Assertion, anecdote, nothing.
Medical.
Go win a Nobel Prize and come back.
The problem is, like in a lot of things, when you have certain people that are in control of what comes through the education system.
Who cares about the education system? Like, what does this have to do with it? Go actually prove it in a lab. Like, education system doesn't matter here.
It's been proven in a lab.
It hasn't been.
It has.
No, it hasn't.
Film documentaries.
Provide them. Film documentaries. Oh, those are incredible.
What they are when they have scientific proof, and doctors actually standing up going, "Hey, this is actually true."
The scientific proof is the documentaries are not. The documentaries are just documentaries.
When a doctor stands up and says, "No, this is incorrect," would a doctor carry weight?
It depends on if there's actual evidence behind what he's saying. With the doctor's word means nothing.
Okay, if I held up 2 vials in front of you, one cloudy and one clear, and I told you the cloudy one was a meat eater and the clear one was a plant-based eater, and you could see that evidence in front of you, would that not be an impact to you?
No, I wouldn't trust anything you say holding vials. I would need a scientific paper that actually verifies the stuff in the scientific paper. Your words and holding up vials isn't anything.
Okay, but you don't even know biochemistry, bro.
You're assuming that. I don't care what your assumptions are. That's irrelevant. Give me a scientific paper.
It's not an assumption. If you take in biochemistry, the basic biochemist understands what I'm talking about.
No, the basic biochemist says you hold up 2 vials, one's cloudy, one's not. They're going to call you an idiot and go away.
Wow. This is like, I'm getting dumber by the minute.
Please, that would be impressive. I would be truly impressed. So
you have absolutely no background in science, do you?
Which this helps your argument. How? None at all. Like this could just be a computer screen with just lists of words on it, and that doesn't help your argument. It's called an ad hominem fallacy. You have to be a dumbass to think that works. Like, my credentials don't make your argument any more or less valid, so that doesn't help.
It's not a matter of making it. Actually, that's actually false, because when you have people that actually have authority, then don't bother listening to doctors. Don't bother listening to scientists, because your argument just blew up in your face, bro.
No, it didn't. Nothing you said just made sense. Like, so again, Google what an argument from authority fallacy is.
Right. You probably are drunk.
Again, so nothing you've said even makes sense. You just said, I have doctors who say things. Like, congratulations. There are flat earth doctors who also say things, and homeopathers who also say things, and their documentation has been proven false. The fact that a doctor says something isn't evidence that something is true.
Give me some documentation that shows that the pharmaceutical companies have your best interest in mind.
The pharmaceutical companies are for profit. They don't care about our best interests. What does that have to do with anything?
You're absolutely correct.
But that does nothing to help your argument.
Who does care about your best interest and can state scientific fact, all of a sudden you want to throw that out.
No one cares what your best interests are. What people care about what works. So someone having your best interest in mind is irrelevant if they don't have anything that works.
Except the problem is I just showed you it worked.
You didn't show anything worked. You just made an anecdote, said I'm not sick, and I can make an analogy about holding vials. Like that's your evidence.
I said the basis of biochemistry is that nothing survives in an alkaline environment. Therefore, if your blood is alkaline, no illness, sickness, disease that enters the body will survive, because the alkalinity of your blood destroys it. That's basic biochemistry, bro. And just so you know, I spent 12 years in the medical field. Now what?
Then you must be a complete idiot, because that doesn't solve sickness ever.
I'm a complete idiot. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, because what doesn't solve sickness?
Just going on an alkali diet does not stop you from ever being sick. It doesn't happen.
You're right. It doesn't stop you from ever being sick. What stops you from being sick is keeping your blood alkaline. That will
still not stop you from being sick ever. It doesn't work.
I haven't been sick in 6 years.
That's called an anecdote. You personally being sick. I haven't been sick in like several years prior to this. I eat meat. There are people who eat just only meat. Forget the keto diet, and they don't get sick either.
There is no meat eater that is not sick at some level.
There's no human who's ever not sick. You can't live your life without being not sick unless you just die.
Dude, I can get diseases, but the body kills them.
Wrong.
Not that they don't enter my body.
Wrong. Being alkaline, having alkaline blood does not stop you from being sick.
Go look it up.
I just did. I'm Googling it right now. Does alkaline body help you from being sick? No. Okay, done.
Okay, where did you get your answer from? Google or a reputable source? Here we go again.
Stop you from being sick. Does alkaline blood stop you from being sick? No. There is the Nature's Fair. No. Healthline. No. Metaline Plus. No. Forbes. No.
Everything you've read off so far,
no.
Everything you've read off so far is part of the mainstream media, bro.
Okay, but that's called an ad hominem. That doesn't mean they're wrong. That just means you don't like them. So they're still right.
No, because they said something doesn't mean they're right.
No, they have the published academic papers to back it up.
That's the problem. There's lots of public academic papers that are absolutely bullshit.
Sure, but the majority consensus isn't, and they're right. So
no, Nothing is ever right because of majority consensus, bro.
No, it's not right because of the consensus. The consensus is the majority of people who understand the evidence say you're full of shit. They are probably right, and you're probably full of
Or
shit.
they don't understand the evidence.
Yes, the majority of people who are academics in the field who study for a living don't understand the evidence. That is clearly a reasonable interpretation. But you do some random crackpot on YouTube. Yes,
I've been studying health for years, bro. So yeah, actually, I do.
Good for you. Now go publish a paper, win a Nobel Prize.
I don't need a Nobel Prize.
I don't care if you need one. You need the credibility, because as far as I can tell, you're just a crackpot making stuff up.
I have a graduate degree. My credibility is far above yours.
No, you don't have any credibility because you've done nothing. So you're claiming to be able to have magic powers to cure every disease, and you can't do it. Like, good for you.
Doesn't mean I haven't done anything. I've actually even published a book, bro.
Good for you. Anybody can publish a book. I could publish like 10 books. Go to Amazon.
Yeah, let's go back to our argument. Prove to me pharmaceutical. See, the fact that you're not a Christian, biblical stuff's kind of irrelevant.
I have no idea what you're saying right now. What are you asking? Prove pharmacy what?
Make your point. Prove your point.
Having alkali blood does not stop disease.
You can't prove that. I can prove it.
I can prove it. Yes, I can prove it by looking at the academic studies on alkali blood that do not stop disease.
That is not an academic study, bro.
They are literally academic studies. I just went to Google Scholar and typed out alkali studies. They are literally academic studies.
Okay, when you say academic studies, there's academic studies for a lot of things that are bullshit, bro.
Yes, there are. That does not prove that these are. So that's, again, just an ad hominem.
Again, so let's move that off the table.
No. This is on the table. You don't get to move this off the table. This is academic peer-reviewed papers.
Then you don't get to throw me out the window because you don't like what I'm saying.
No. I get to throw you out the window because you disagree with the academic peer-reviewed research that actually proves you wrong.
Dude, okay, but if that academic study goes against basic fucking biochemistry, bro, then it's wrong.
We can prove that people with alkali bloods are still sick.
Basic says that nothing survives in alkaline environment, which is what basic chemistry says. Then your study is wrong. I don't care who it's been approved by.
If nothing survives in alkaline studies, then life can't survive in alkaline systems either. That means we die. So obviously that's wrong.
No, that's not true because you don't understand then how the blood system works.
We are alive.
Correct.
If nothing can survive in an alkaline system, then we die.
No, sickness, illness, disease, cancer, nothing like that survives in an alkaline environment.
Which is also bullshit because lots of bacteria in your body are required to keep you alive. So if every bacteria died, you would die.
Excuse me. I didn't say bacteria.
Guess what causes sickness?
Oh, please. What causes sickness?
Bacteria.
Really?
One of the things that causes back sickness. Yes. So if you kill sickness, it kills bacteria.
Doesn't cause sickness.
Okay, bacteria causes sickness, and so you can't. There's not like alkali systems don't magically differentiate between good bacteria and bad bacteria. Alkali systems do not magically differentiate between good bacteria and bad bacteria. There's no magic there. It doesn't work that way.
There are systems that work within the system and some that don't.
Systems that work within that's great. Systems that work within the system. Greatest argument I've ever heard. No. Sickness is caused by bacteria. Alkali systems, if they kill bacteria, would kill you.
A basic.
You didn't show anything.
We do have to let JM finish his sentences. So we'll let JM finish his point, and then I promise we'll come right back to you, Tom.
Okay. You sitting here, Tom, and saying that I don't know what I'm talking about when I've given you a basic biochemical law, and you're like, oh, all these studies, I don't care. Prove the law wrong.
That's what the studies do. They literally say, here are people who have alkali blood who get sick.
It does. Okay, there are people.
What the studies show.
Really? So show me the studies.
Okay, here's one: alkaline phosphate by R.B. McComb, Gian, Bowers, and S. Poen, 2013. Here's another one: F. Stone, E. Garon, A. Zinkina, the surface properties of alkaline in the body. There's another one. Here's another one by J.P. Leo.
You don't know what these studies say, bro.
I'm just saying people with alkali studies get sick in these studies. That's what they're showing.
I can show you people that say that they walked on the moon that haven't.
Good for you. These are academic peer-reviewed studies.
Okay, and they're not, and then they're astronauts. What's your point?
What do you? I don't have any idea what you're saying. So we have academic proof that people with alkali blood get sick, which proves your bullcrap wrong.
No, it doesn't, because the academic study does not necessarily mean the academic study is accurate. Do you not understand that?
No, it does. That's exactly what it means, because it's peer
No,
review.
it
It's been repeated and tested multiple times and shown to repeat
review does
for you to
not-
get the same result. So if it gets the
Hey,
same
bro,
result multiple times all over the world in different countries, yes, it does. That's what it means. It means you're wrong.
No, it
Yes.
means that people, a consensus was taken and a group agreed.
No, this has nothing to do with this.
Hold on,
control.
Tom. We do have to let him finish. Let's let JM finish. I promise we'll come right back to you.
Peer review is a board of people, okay, who take a look at your information and they approve it. Peer review has been proven to be the biggest bull crap on the face of the earth.
No, it's not. That's complete shit. That is not at all what peer review is. That's not what it means. That's literally not what it means.
Let me finish.
I can't let you finish if you say the dumbest shit imaginable. Peer review is one study being repeated by a different group.
So let's hear the supporting reasons then, JM, why peer review is allegedly BS.
Because peer review is a group of individuals that get together that agree that XYZ is the standard or the norm.
No, it's not.
That is.
We do have to let him finish.
I can't let him finish. That's the dumbest shit imaginable. Peer review, just what literally the words mean. People in the academic study do it again. That's what peer review is.
We do have this is a level. This is on a level playing field. You'll have a chance to rebut once he's done, but we do have to have a level playing field.
Unfortunately, this is really not even worth my time. But
please leave.
No. I'm hoping that maybe there's some hope for you. Okay. Do you not understand? Peer review is a board of individuals, a group of individuals, who all academia is filtered through in order to decide what is and isn't going to be added to the academic piles of bullshit.
And that's not at all what peer review is. You just showed you have no idea about how science works. You're completely ignorant of science. Peer review is one study that's published in an academic journal and then repeated by other people to test it to see if it actually works.
What the word peer review means then. Peer review is a board of individuals.
No, it's not. I've already corrected you on that dumb shit multiple times. No, it's not.
I'm a graduate student.
You're an idiot. You have nothing. You're a flat earther moron.
We do have to let him finish. I'm not going to ask again. Producer, be ready to mute Tom if you mute me, I'm out of here.
This is so stupid. I cannot.
That's fine. I mean, we do things fair. We do have to actually let him finish. If you want to rebut him afterward, that's okay. But if you go, it's no loss to me or anybody. All right, great. Let's keep going.
So, as I was saying, peer review is a group of individuals. When you go for your doctorate degree, your academic studies and essays and that kind of stuff all have to go through peer review, because in order for them to be published, the board has got to approve it. That's what it means to be peer reviewed. That's like the basic definition of peer review.
Yes, so they check it to make sure it's not full of crap. That's true.
Well,
and then it's repeated.
They check it to make sure it agrees with what they believe.
No.
Yes.
No.
That has been proven over and over again. That is the argument within the realm of science right now. Is peer review actually fair?
No, that's wrong, because we know peer review published papers actually change things. That's what a dissertation is. Like when Stephen Hawking published his paper about how black holes do not create singularities, that was against the consensus and it changed the field. Or when Einstein published a paper that was time bends and it changed the field and it disagreed with everybody and nobody accepted it. Shut up. Shut up. So again,
JM, we do have to give him the same courtesy.
So again, there are many published peer-reviewed papers that disagree with consensus, and that's how scientists get famous. You're just full of crap by assuming, oh, if it's peer-reviewed, they only let things they already agree with in. No, that's not how peer review works. You're just ignorant of peer review.
You telling me I'm ignorant of peer review when you have no clue of anything I've done is absolutely asinine.
What you just said just proved you were ignorant of peer review. Peer review is not about accepting. Stop. I'm not done yet. So again, peer review is where academics read it to make sure it's not full of shit. And then if it's acceptable through the standards of the methodology where the conclusion follows from the premises and you can repeat it, then they let it through. That's it. It doesn't have to agree with anything. There are physics papers that show idealism where the nature of reality is fundamentally mental and not physical. That disagrees with everybody. Like no one in physics is an idealist, but they let the papers through because it's good physics. The premises, the conclusion follows from the premises. That's it. As long as it can meet the standard of what the field is looking for, as in not being full of crap, they will publish it regardless of what they disagree with it. No, you're just full of crap. Like most scientific papers that have ever made progress disagree with the majority. Einstein's paper disagreed with the majority, was still published. Hawking's papers disagreed with the majority, still published. Idealist papers disagree with the majority, still published. Like you're just full of crap. You just don't understand anything about science.
No, I've got a science degree. I don't. You're right. I don't know nothing about science whatsoever.
Clearly.
Yeah. But you, my friend, let me tell you, I'm going to bow down to you because you know everything about science and about peer review. I am impressed. I've been so educated here. I'm going to go into a corner and cry.
Please
all,
do.
You don't know jack about peer review.
Nothing. I just gave examples in peer review where what you said didn't happen just actually happened.
We've been kind of circling the peer review idea. It might be a good opportunity if there's a new argument. We might be able to get another kind of round with that argument before we go to Q&A.
I'd like to bring up a biblical verse here. In Genesis 1:29-30, it says, "And Elohim said, See, I've given you every plant that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, and to you it is for food." And actually the original text says food and medicine, but the ancient Hebrew says food and medicine. That's the way it reads. "And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to every creeping thing on the earth in which has life, every green plant is for food." Now, there's another story in the Bible where the Israelites came out of Egypt and they were in the desert and they said to the Creator, "Hey, we want our meat." And the Creator says something very interesting, which most pastors don't want to ever touch on. But they go to him and say, "Hey, we want to eat meat. We want our quail, whatever." And so God gives them quail. But he says, I'll let you have that, but you're going to vomit and shit's going to come out of every orifice in your body, basically. Now, I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist, but that doesn't sound like a good thing to me. The other thing is that, again, why is that? Because we were given an instruction. We were told to eat only plant life. Seeds, that's food. Biochemistry has proven that to be true. True biochemistry has proven that to be true. Basic freaking biochemistry proves that to be true. So I don't care what the pharmaceutical companies say. They're all into making money. And any company and entity that's out to making money only has their own interest at heart.
Proves what true? What is the statement that they prove true? Which part of the Bible quote are they proving true?
What part of the Bible is what? Biochemistry actually supported, the Bible supported by biochemistry.
Which part? Like what part?
Genesis, the one I just read you. The reason we were given plant life
was so biochemistry proves the reason we were given plant life?
No. Biochemistry, or the Bible, proves that biochemistry is actually better for you and vice versa.
The Bible proves biochemistry is better for you.
No, I said that all jacked up, I guess. Biochemistry is backed up by the historical book of the Bible. Let's put it that way.
Okay, what biochemistry is backed up by the book of the Bible? Like what specifically?
Alkaline blood systems people with alkaline blood systems do not get sick.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
It doesn't say that in the Bible.
So how is it backed up by the Bible if it doesn't say that in the Bible?
Because the Creator said you should eat only plant life, and seed-bearing plants are what we're given for food. It wasn't until we went off that diet and onto eating meat, which is actually creates an acidic system in the blood. See, this is like basic biochemistry, dude. The fact that you think I'm an idiot for saying this only shows your ignorance, because it's basic biochemistry.
Okay, again, so the studies prove that having alkali blood doesn't stop sickness. We know
It
people with
doesn't-
alkali blood do get
it
sick.
does-
That's the thing.
A paper does not prove anything.
The paper is the examples of the literal people who exist with recorded studies of them getting sick while having alkali blood.
I'm not going to go there because if
But-
it's recorded.
But again, I'm
if
still,
it's-
that doesn't,
if
like, what were
it's-
you saying? Like, what were you saying
listen,
before?
I'm
How does,
good. I can show you studies. I can show you studies from the meat industry saying that meat is good for you. And I can show you other scientific studies showing you that meat is not good for you. Which one do you
they're both true. Meat is both good for you and bad for you. He's good for some things and bad for
No,
other
meat is-
things.
Let me ask you a question. Primary protein, not secondary, primary protein. Can you get primary protein from meat?
No, but you don't need them. That doesn't mean it's not
You
good for some things.
absolutely do need them.
No. So again, protein can do good things for your body.
No,
Primary
there's two
proteins are
types-
not the only
There's
things
two
that do
types
good
of
things.
protein. You have primary and secondary.
Yes.
The only good protein is primary protein.
No.
Or,
Again, that's wrong.
or all of the amino acids that are in every plant life to create a protein, actually.
So again, no, like eating purely meat, the keto diet is actually healthy. It does
It
improve
is
people's
not
health.
healthy for you, bro.
No, it is.
That is
That does.
Keto diet actually is not a meat eating diet. It is a protein diet, because you
Yes.
can do a keto diet without eating meat.
It's true, but most people usually eat
Back
steaks.
that up again. Let's back this ship up a little bit. Okay, a keto, simply means protein. So the
Yeah,
keto
I
diet,
agreed with you there. Yes, I said that's
Okay.
true.
a keto
but most-
diet simply means protein.
Yes,
You don't need meat.
yes,
You can do a
I agree.
keto diet. I've done a keto diet on plant life.
I agree. So most people who do the keto diet do it
If
with
you go
steak.
look up studies on plant-based eaters versus meat eaters, you will find, if you do the digging, that plant-based eaters are always more healthy.
I actually agree. I think that's probably true, but that doesn't stop them from getting sick.
Okay, it does if their alkaline,
No, it
the
doesn't.
alkaline in the blood is high enough.
No, it doesn't.
Bro,
And if
go
your
ask
alkali gets
any-
too high, you
go
get a
ask any
disease.
doctor, and they will tell you that the sickness, illness, and disease does not survive in an alkaline environment. Any doctor that understands the science, biochemistry. Most
When-
doctors don't understand
If you
biochemistry.
have alkali
That's the
blood,
biggest problem. Most doctors, Tom, do not understand biochemistry. They go to school for 8 years, learn how to look up in a book, the pharmaceutical book, by the way. Pharmaceutical, by the way, in scripture is pharmakeia or magic. Why? Because it messes up our blood, it messes up our body.
no, etymology is not indicative of magic. No. So again, an increase in the alkali pH in the
Etymology
body.
has nothing to do with what I just said to you.
You said the word pharmakeia means
The word
magic.
pharmakeia in scripture is the word magic in English.
So do you know what the word etymology means?
Etymology?
Yeah,
Please
etymology.
educate me. What does etymology
It's
mean?
the history of the origin of the word, like the Latin and Greek
Correct.
origins of the word. So pharmakeia is the origin of it is magic in Greek. That's the etymology. That's why I said that doesn't matter. The fact that they chose that word does not have anything to do.
Actually, the fact that they
magic.
chose that word absolutely does.
No,
The original,
it doesn't.
the original meaning of the word magic came from where? Do you know?
So again, the original meaning of the word doesn't have anything to do with how
It
medicine
does
works.
when you have to go back to history and realize that they're using word magic on us. You probably don't even understand what that means.
The origin of the word has nothing to do with the word actually is in society.
Origin as a word absolutely has to do with.
No, it doesn't. That's literally an etymological fallacy. The origin of the word has nothing to do with how it works in society.
So there's no reason why any historian would go back and look things up in Hebrew or Greek.
To try and figure out what it is today, no, that would be
So
totally
the word
pointless.
does matter.
No, they wouldn't ever do that to try and understand what it works today, because that doesn't help at all. Like if someone looked up the word gay and looked up the etymology in the word Greek, it would just say happy. They'd never realize it was for the LGBT community.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other issue, because that's where they've changed the definitions of words.
Yes, all words change definition. That's how words
No.
work. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's why we have new languages.
You've been. I
Yes.
understand you've been taught that. I'm sorry you've been taught that. But
What?
but words and names
What?
are meant to have. Words have meanings, Tom.
Oh God. Oh
Words-
God.
Words are meant to actually carry meaning. If I put
Language
two-
is ambiguous. All
No, it is
language
not.
changes
No, it is
from
not.
societies and cultures everywhere all over the world, from kids to parents. Words
is-
change all the time.
Yezerechacha Adonai va'ishmerecha. This has not changed over thousands of years.
It has. It's changed over decades.
Yezerechacha Adonai va'ishmerecha. This Hebrew has not changed. It has changed.
It actually has changed.
But the Hebrew itself has not changed.
Yes, it has.
You don't have multiple meanings for a word in Hebrew.
Yes, you do. You have tons of multiple meanings for words in Hebrew.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Give me one.
Hebrew.
Give me one.
Like every single word in Hebrew has multiple names. You can just go, I forget what it was. There's an online dictionary of all the Hebrew words in the Bible and their intended meanings. And it shows just lists of the multiple intended usages of each of those words. I don't know Hebrew, so I can't do it off the head.
Here's because you don't understand Hebrew. A word in Hebrew is one letter. It's not a multiple of letters.
The number of letters doesn't matter. It's the number of intended meanings.
You don't, right, but each letter has one meaning.
No.
Yes. I've studied
again,
Hebrew.
every word in Hebrew has multiple meanings, multiple usages. That's one of the parts in the big debates in the New Testament.
No, is actually a phrase, Tom.
No. Again, every word, every language changes meaning. That's just how language works. What you're saying is just completely ridiculous. It's hilarious. Like, yes, words change meaning. I gave you one example, gay. Another would be universe. Another would be atom. Another would be all kinds of words.
That is an English word, and yes, English words have multiple meanings. But the point is, words were never meant to have multiple meanings.
Words, what? That makes no sense. Words were never meant to do anything. Words are just expressions of ideas. They're literally meant to express an idea, and the way one person interprets that idea is going to be different than the way another person interprets it. That's why words have multiple meanings, because there's multiple people.
Yeah, I'm done with this topic.
Okay. Oh, yes, alkali systems. I was going to say that you actually get a disease if you have too high an alkali blood. It's called acidosis. So being
what? Wait. It's what? You can't get acidosis from alkaline.
What?
You cannot get acidosis from having too high of an alkaline system.
When the levels of acid in your blood are too high. Oh, my bad.
That's alkaline.
Alkalosis. Alkalosis is the one from too high alkaline.
Okay. You're right, but you can't jack your the blood. You cannot make your blood high enough to get alkalosis without actually a blood transfusion.
Okay, so you can get a disease from having alkaline.
Okay, but putting a needle in your arm does not count.
Does not count. You said
I'm talking about natural means. You cannot jack the alkaline in your blood up enough to get sick, because the body regulates it naturally. The only way that you can get alkalosis is by taking an IV or through intravenous transfusion.
Well, that's obviously false, because if that was the only way to get it, then how did we discover it?
Dude, I've done hundreds and thousands of IVs. I've done hundreds and thousands of immunizations. I think I know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, well, you don't, because it's a fairly common condition for people who don't get IVs. It's like there are lots of symptoms for it.
What's the basic condition of those that don't get IVs?
Alkalosis. Like, you can get it without taking an IV.
Are they changing that now too? Let's see.
Changing that.
Yeah, alkalosis is a extremely high, a situation where the alkaline in your body is way too high.
Yes.
But you can't do that under natural means.
Yes, you can. Like, you can get it. There's multiple natural ways to get that. One is just a simple blood disease where your body can't process it and it just builds up like that. It literally doesn't take any IV to do that. There's lots of ways to do it.
Okay, a hormonal and metabolic disorder.
Yes.
Okay, but again, that's a situation that has nothing to do with food.
Okay, I didn't say it had anything to do with food.
Okay, we're talking about, though, taking in food versus medicine. For medicine is concerned.
Okay, yeah. So my point is that alkali bloods can actually cause disease, and they don't prevent disease. So that literally doesn't help.
Alkaline blood cannot cause a disease.
I just listed one. If your alkali blood is too high, you get alkalosis. Okay.
Okay, but again, you cannot get alkalosis by eating too much.
I don't care how you get it. The point is that condition of having high alkali blood can cause a disease. It doesn't prevent disease.
No, alkalosis is caused from the metabolic system being unbalanced.
By having too high alkali blood.
No,
yes.
Alkalosis is a disease caused from having too high alkalosis. The problem is if the metabolics in your system is all jacked up.
When your blood is too alkaline, it's called alkalosis.
When the what?
When your blood is too alkaline, it's called alkalosis.
Correct. Right. Correct. But that's caused from a metabolic system. It's not caused from
the cause doesn't matter. Anytime your blood is too alkaline, it's called alkalosis. The cause is irrelevant.
Actually, the cause is not irrelevant to this conversation.
It is, because the point is that alkaline blood does not prevent disease. It doesn't matter why you get it or how you get it.
Does prevent.
No.
Hold on.
Prevent all disease. It can't prevent some disease. It can prevent some, but not all. That's the point.
Now might be a good time to mention, folks, we'll have just a bit more, maybe about 10-15 minutes, and then go into the good old Q&A. Want to give you a reminder, our guests who we appreciate their fervor and passion, want to let you know their links are in the description, folks. So if you're like, please more, well, you can have more by clicking on those links. Floor is yours, gentlemen.
Okay, so the viruses and bacteria which causes bronchitis and colds thrive in an acidic environment. Okay, did you get that?
Yes.
Keeping our pH in the slightly alkaline range. Now, this is again natural mainstream journalism of 6 to 8.7 6.8 to 7.2 can reduce the risk and lessen the severity of colds, sore throats, and bouts of influenza.
Yes, I agree.
Flu. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll even vamp what I said just to fit mainstream and say it's not that you can't get sick, it's that you don't get the illness doesn't last long.
It doesn't say that either. So it can prevent some disease.
Dude,
that's
if you just read that.
Well, you just read it.
Okay, right. They're going to say some disease. Why? Because they're supporting the medical industry.
No, because it can't cure all disease. It only does some things. It's not a magic miracle drug.
It even cures cancer.
No. It does not ever cure cancer. It helps to prevent.
No, it cures cancer.
No, it doesn't. There is no cure for cancer.
There are many cures for cancer, actually.
Zero cures for cancer.
They've done there's a sonic cure for cancer, where they target the cancer tissues and destroy it sonically. So you're talking out your ass.
That's not how cures work. They're literally killing the cancer by removing it. It's not a cure.
Bro,
so
I just said
there is no cure for cancer. You can kill it, you remove it, but it doesn't cure cancer. Is there a cure for cancer?
Please look that up.
Is there a cure for cancer? What's taking so long? No. Is there a cure for cancer? No. Healthline? No. Mayo Clinic? No.
Yeah, right. These are
MCBI? No.
all paid for by the fucking medical industry, dude.
Nope. MCBI isn't paid for by the medical industry at all. It's an academic review paper. No.
It is.
No.
All right.
These are literally not how it works. Not how academic peer reviewed works.
Yeah,
there is no cure for cancer. It's just, if there was a cure for cancer, we would have cured it.
No, we would not, because the medical industry makes trillions of dollars a year on you being sick.
That's true.
Why would they make you healthy when they make more money keeping you sick?
They wouldn't do anything. We just have the cure. Like, people don't stay sick. Hospitals don't treat people based off of money. They treat people based off of what works.
Okay. I've worked in a hospital.
Good.
I had my own trauma team.
Okay.
They keep you sick. They absolutely treat the symptoms and not the cause.
That's actually true in a lot of cases, because we don't know how to treat the cause. So if we don't know how to treat the cause, then we treat the symptoms to try and improve it. They know how to treat the cause.
They won't treat the cause.
No, that's illegal.
No. Well, whether it's illegal or not, are you kidding me? Like President Trump just called out a bunch of a bunch of
President
Democrats
Trump
in
knows
there.
nothing. He's an idiot.
Right. He's an idiot. That's why he's shutting down the human trafficking trade, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Donald Trump is an idiot.
I know
He can't do anything. He's incompetent.
Because you said so.
Yes, because I said so. That is sufficient evidence.
There you have it, folks. Tom said so. We can close this down, shut it down, and I can go home and just enjoy my life.
Yeah. I'd probably get sick.
I don't get sick, bro.
When you do, it'll be hilarious. Because please post it on like a picture on Twitter of you sick.
You know what? You'll be the first person I let know because I haven't been sick in 6 years.
Awesome.
So.
Well, I suppose with that, it might be a decent time to go into the Q&A. So thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate all of your questions. And we will start with D Mac. Thanks for your super chat, who said, reishi mushrooms, natural adjuvant. Adjuvant? JM, do you know what this means?
Can you spell the mushrooms? Recent mushrooms?
REISHI. Reishi mushrooms.
Reishi mushrooms.
Yes. Yeah. Is this? Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for that, DMAC. Next up, Michael Dresden. Let's see. This is so trollish. Tioga, thanks for your super. Michael says, Jump's getting destroyed and doesn't even know it. Not coming up with very much new material, Michael. Tioga, thanks for your super chat, who says, how are respiratory viruses like COVID-19 affected by eating alkaline foods that only affect the stomach acid? Does eating foods make your blood acidic?
Yes, eating meat makes your blood acidic. When it's digested or broken down in the body, the blood becomes acidic. So does high sugar foods causes your blood to become acidic. Naturally, sugar foods like strawberries, watermelon, that stuff, oranges, lemons, that kind of stuff, does not create acidity of the body. In fact, natural or organic foods like oranges and lemons actually jack your alkalinity of your blood up. So I tell people, drink a gallon of lemon water a day.
Gotcha. Thanks.
I thought it was pronounced like Tyga.
Oh, good to know. And thanks so much for your super chat from. Almost missed one. Sorry about that. It's my first day. Let's see. David N, thanks for your super chat, who said, JM's degree is in pamphlet making from a degree mill, in parentheses, Full Sail.
I'm not even going to answer that.
Gotcha.
Doesn't respond.
Thanks for your super chat, Sleepy Dan, who said peer review proves scams like alternative medicine and flat Earth wrong. So of course, JM, they seem to have a nickname for you. They say JM Liar dislikes it. What a con.
Do I even need to answer that? I'm not going to answer insults and that kind of stuff.
You don't have to. We can skip the trollish ones. Some of these are pretty harsh. We're pretty lackadaisical. So we will let you know though, folks, yesterday, no joke. And we will start. I looked at the live chats today, and there was nobody, so you don't have to worry. Like 99.9% of you are positive and pleasant and fun, and you make the live chat a blast, but there's like a 0.1% that is sometimes like brutally abusive, sometimes accusing people of being like child abusers. And it's like, okay, not in the live chat. Like if you're continually harassing someone with that, you go to the jail, you go to police with that, not a YouTube live chat. So it just looks like it's kind of like, nah, we're going to draw the line somewhere, even if it's not hate speech. If you don't like it, it's just the way it's going to be. Okay, next up, thanks for your super chat, Sphere itself, who said, why is JM using a CB radio for his audio? Next up, sorry, I read that.
James, you can read them. I'm just not going to answer that.
Okay. Let's see. You know, Wotan, he loves these. He parries them and just anyway. Thanks for your super chat, Foxfire, who said, let's see, we didn't read this. Said, sadly, in all caps, sadly, TJump doesn't know squat about science, and these idiots walk all over him. This is really sad. I wish you guys get more professionals like Herman Mays.
I think,
Gosh.
I am going to say something, James, if I can. I think it's funny that these knuckleheads want to insult you for having us on. I am a professional. Thank you very much.
Gotcha.
Wotan's a flat earther. Don't take that seriously.
Wotan is one of my favorite people on the planet. Victor, if you're listening, we love you, buddy. Next up, T-Yoga, did I already read this? Said, ban acidic jump or TJump. Thanks for that super chat. Tom looks amused. Let's see. P. Barnes, thanks for your super chat, who said, JM Truth, why is biochemistry so important to research in the pharmaceutical industry? Are they just doing it wrong?
Okay, I'll go ahead and hit that one. Biochemistry is important to know for one reason. Our bodies are a biochemical engine. If you don't understand how the engine works, how do you fix it? If I put whatever someone with a degree says down my throat just because they said I'm supposed to, and I don't understand how my own body is supposed to work, how do I know what I'm being fed isn't poison? Which actually is what they're feeding us under most circumstances based on biochemistry.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. And thanks for your super chat from our dearest friend. Stupid Whore Energy strikes again. She says, JM, what's the name for a functionless gene?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of it.
Gotcha. Thanks for that. Next up, Foxfire, thanks for your super chat, who said, I work in medicine and neither one of these, oh, geez, neither one of these idiots understands. You guys don't take it seriously. If it makes you feel better, I, as a moderator, still get hate mail, email sometimes. Let's see.
Well, hold on. Before you call me an idiot, and you can call me an idiot, it's fine, but I spent 12 years in the medical field. I was almost a physician's assistant and decided on a different career path. So I also was a lead trauma tech and had my own trauma team at Madigan Hospital. Okay? Thank you very much.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. And I wouldn't take it personally, but I will clean these up a little bit. Let's see. Although, if they think that it gets to you, that's going to make them want to do it more. But
Yeah,
next up, let's see. Appreciate your super chat from Foxfire, who said, I work in medicine, and neither one of these fellows understand alkalinity in cancer or diseases. Go get an education, people. Biology is complex.
And biochemistry is even more complex there, smart guy.
Gotcha. Thanks for your super chat from Stupid Whore Energy, who says, JM, what does isomer mean when two molecules are called isomers? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, move on.
Gotcha. Thanks for your super chat. Sphere itself, who says, little known fact, JM Truth, I have to test read this, stands for just manufacturing truth.
That's true.
Gotcha. Thank you.
How did you figure it out, man?
Foxfire, thanks for your super chat, who says, these two are like Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump debating. Neither one know what they're talking about. Please get Dr. Herman Mays and other experts. Whoa, this guy's coming at you. You guys, who's this Foxfire? Apparently they want a piece of you. We might have to do a triple threat next time.
Right?
Well, no, I think that's actually a good point. Like, get an actual doctor to demonstrate alkali blood doesn't solve diseases. Like, I didn't know that was the main argument coming today, or I would have actually researched it and came up with the papers directly to disprove it.
By the way, there's lots of doctors that will disagree with you. Just so you know.
Yeah, there's lots of doctors who are homeopaths. Like,
right.
and
there's a lot of doctors, a lot of homeopaths that are saving people's lives by changing. The fact that you think the medical industry is the end-all be-all absolutely shows your ignorance, Tom.
I never said they were the end-all be-all. I have no idea what you're talking about. They're just better than alternative medicine. For an hour
and according to you. But yeah, moving on.
Gotcha. Thanks so much for your super chat from our dearest friend, Ronald Mendonca, who says, JM, are you a coral calcium guy?
A coral calcium? No, I'm not.
Gotcha.
I get my calcium from my vegetables All minerals that you need are in vegetables. I will only eat bioavailable minerals. I don't do calcified minerals.
What do you mean?
Calcified minerals are not they're not as easily accessible in the body, and they actually also pass through the body faster than bioavailable.
So what he meant was that there's a theory that coral calcium cures cancer, and he was saying, are you one of those people?
Oh no, no.
Gotcha. Thanks so much for your super chat from Brad Wagner, who says JM Truth is your science. Oh, poor GM Truth. Look at him. He's a nice fellow. Come on, guys. Beach 8, thanks for your super chat, says JM, how does homeopathy work?
How does homeopathy work? Homeopathy is the study of natural medicine.
What? No, it's not.
Homeopathy?
Yeah, homeopathy is the theory that water can retain information through water memory, and that taking the water can then impose that memory in you to have effects. And then the more diluted it is, has the greater effect.
I can see JM Truth is Googling it right now, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, next up, appreciate your super chat from Tioga, who says, my UN is pronounced Tioga. Thanks for that. What does UN stand for, though?
Her name.
Okay, both of you are wrong. I'm going to correct this right now. That's what I thought. Homeopathy is the medical system based on belief that the body can cure itself. Thank you so much.
Pseudoscientific system of alternative medicine created by Samuel Hahnemann.
That's an opinion.
Opinion. This is literally fact. He's the guy who
created. Fact.
Yes, or originator of homeopathy.
You just called it pseudoscience.
Yes, well, that part you can. That's just there's like only 4 academic papers that back that up, published right after the quote. But yeah,
let's move on. Thanks.
This is the system created by Samuel Hahnemann, who says that water retains memory. That's what it is. That's what homeopathy.
Yeah, but that's part of it. But that's not the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's not. That's not the whole thing.
You make these blank statements like you just frustrate the hell out of me, dude.
That's yes. I never said it was the whole thing. Like, what are you talking about?
Next up, thanks for your super chat from from P. Barnes, who said, JM, can you remind us of the scientific fields you don't consider science? Is it true that some of them just don't consider science?
No.
Thank you.
Science is science.
Gotcha. Nobody here, thanks for your super chat, who said, JM, are you going to use Lysol injections if you get, since Trump thinks it will work?
Right. That is a statement taken well out of context. He never said anything about that. I looked it up. That is not at all what he said. Moving on.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. Red Cosmos Devil, thanks for your super chat, who said, hey, JM, have you ever called sick days at your job?
I have. That was before. But that was before I was a plant-based eater.
It's like, you little rascal. Foxfire, thanks for your super chat. I appreciate that. I didn't see a question, so shoot it into the old live chat if you have one to attach. Or Caleb, as he likes to be called. Caleb in the house. Thanks for your super chat, who said, Tom bought a tarp and cut out a tank top with a hood.
Yeah, it's cheaper that way.
I would agree. It probably is.
Nice. Sheepwork. I might have to learn that from you then. Sheepwork, thanks for your super chat, who said a plant-based diet is the only, in all caps, diet to reverse our #1 killer, not medicine.
Thank you.
And they say praise God in all caps. So
that's absolutely true.
The #1 killer is heart disease, not cancer.
Gotcha. Thanks for your...
Well, yeah, plant-based diet lowers your cholesterol, lowers your blood pressure, and actually helps the body regulate the biochemistry within the blood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I totally agree. I'm not saying plant-based diets are bad, but they don't cure all diseases. That was my claim. So I agree plant-based diets are good. They do help you. They just don't cure all diseases.
They do eventually.
They don't. Ever.
Gotcha. Thanks for your super chat from Tioga, who said TJump was right about the Taiga reference, though. JS Heart.
Yep.
JS Heart? What?
JS.
Not sure about the JS, but
Taiga. Nobody knows. Next up, thanks for your super chat, Alpha FF0709, who says, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Don't forget nuclear war.
Gotcha. Thanks for that. Foxfire, thanks for your super chat. Says, relax, JM Truth. I was insulting TJump's knowledge, in all caps, or lack thereof. Why are you, JM, attacking me? TJump is the idiot.
That wasn't.
Person's pretty bar.
If it came off like an attack, it wasn't meant to. I just was trying to clear the air. That's all.
I think that's the first time a super chat pretty much like backed down a little bit. But Tom, they do seem to have words for you. If you want to respond to that, you can. If you want to ignore it, you can.
Well, yeah, I hadn't studied much about alkali because I didn't know that was the argument going to be presented. So I definitely was not ready for that specific argument. And if I had known about it before, I would have just researched the papers. But everything I said was still true. It doesn't. Alkali blood doesn't cure all diseases. It is good for you.
Paper doesn't make it true.
That's right. Reading the paper doesn't make it true. It being published in an academic journal and being tested and repeated by peer-reviewed studies. Yeah, it does. That's what makes it true. Yeah, it's been demonstrated to be true repeatedly in testable labs.
Over and over and over and over again that just because something is printed does not make it true.
I've never said because it was printed it was true.
Thank you, gentlemen. Michael McCaffrey, thanks for your super chat, who said, JM, what is peer review and what problem do you have?
With peer review?
Yes.
The problem, again, I'll say it again. The problem I have with peer review is the fact you have a group of selected individuals that are overseeing a topic who, if you print, they don't like what you print because some things that disagree with peer review are allowed through. Some aren't. The peer review is a problem because you have a, again, select group of people that decide what does and doesn't get published. The fact that you have a gatekeepers, as they're called, controlling all material that comes through to the public. That's the issue I have.
So that you should just publish anything? Is that how you think peer review should work?
Absolutely, you should.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Next up, appreciate Red Cosmos Devil, who says, JM, you never addressed that 20-second discrepancy. What's wrong? Can't admit when you're wrong. By the way, loved your zombie movie, laughing my butt off. It's on par with World War Z.
My zombie movie was my graduate program or my undergraduate program. It was not meant to be a Hollywood movie. It was meant to be an homage, if you don't know what that word is, go look it up, please, to many different filmmakers and genres of film.
Gotcha. Thanks so much for your super chat. Sphere itself, I think this is Steven Steen in disguise, says, James, how do you always look so sexy? Appreciate that. So I don't know who Sphere itself is. I feel the feeling it's Earl, the 65-year-old postman from Alabama. Jessica G, thanks for your super chat, who said, JM Truth, clean the toilets once at a hospital, therefore he's a doctor. The guy literally, why? The guy literally...
Actually, I was a medical specialist.
Hold on, I'm not done insulting you. Okay. So, okay, no, I'm kidding. Okay, so they say he believes the earth is flat and that he's a movie director. Please, JM. Oh, no. They say, please inject Lysol. No, don't do it, JM. Okay.
But I'm going to go home and that's the first thing I'm going to do. I've got some crack needles. I think I'll go and shoot up with some Lysol.
Caleb, thanks for your super chat, who said, James, the new eyebrows look splendid. Appreciate that. And Swing Blitz GH, thanks for your super chat, who said, Tom, is a invokes involuntary impositions a B proposition?
I don't know what you mean by B proposition.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. Appreciate your super chat from our dearest friend Foxfire. He is relentless. He says, gee, this is turning into a Steve McRae debate. Just kidding, Steve. We love you, buddy. About the definition of atheist. Both are right and both are wrong. Go get an education in science.
What? No, he's definitely not right. Alkaline blood, it does help. So pure... like natural diets are good for you. I never said they were bad for you, but they don't cure all disease. That doesn't happen.
That's absolutely false.
Gotcha.
It violates biochemistry.
Thanks so much. And appreciate your super chat from our dearest friend, John Rapp, who says balanced diet, moderation of all, FO wives' tales. What is FO? Is that what's the cool new slang? What's that mean,
F off
Tom?
or life
I'm
tales? I
not
don't know.
sure.
Is that maybe it's F off? I don't know. We're boomers up here, you
I'm pretty
guys. You
sure.
got to
Pretty sure
take it
that's
easy.
it. Pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh, I can read it again if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what what he's trying to say.
Thanks so much. Let's see. They said FO wives' tales. Oh, I think they're just saying F off wives.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's what it is.
Thanks for your super chat. Stupid Whore Energy, who says, Tom, can you look down and spell the word, quote, attic?
ADDITC. I'm gonna guess.
ATT,
I'm gonna
like
guess that it attic or addict. Addict.
like the upper floor of a building.
Yeah, ATTIC. Or was it
Gotcha.
addict?
Good work. And Foxfire, thanks for your super chat, who says, I didn't back down at all. You didn't read. Now they're coming after me. I said they were both like Pelosi and Trump. Neither one have an education in medicine and science. I can assure you of that.
Okay, I'm gonna blow that assurity out of the way. Not only do I have an education in the medical field, I graduated top of my class.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. Appreciate that.
What
And
school? Where at school do you have this degree from?
I went to the Academy of Health and Science in Fort Chip, Houston, Texas. Thanks.
yeah, Tom. All right. Next up.
I was just asking. Like I wasn't actually accusing him of anything there.
Gotcha.
I'm really touchy about that because people tried to attack my my military record and got smoked for it. So
you got it. And Adam Elbilia, thanks for your super chat. Patreon question said, making sure you notice my question. JM, are you saying the Bible prescribes a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet? It specified what animal is kosher and which is not. By the way, the vast majority, one second. The vast majority of Hebrew words has multiple meanings, and plenty of the words in the Bible mean something else today.
Okay, so first, let's deal with the first question. What was the first question, James?
The Bible says that eating meat is okay.
Yeah.
It tells you like what kinds.
That is actually in Exodus. And if you go back to, I can't remember the name of the book actually, that's actually taken out of context. Now, all those Levitical laws, when Moses spoke about them, was actually referring to spiritual issues, had nothing to do with the consumption of flesh. Again, I wish I could give you the name of the book off the top of my head. I can't. I've read it like 100 times, but right now I'm just spacing on it. But the point is, the very first command we were given was to eat the plant-based food. When the Israelites came out of Egypt, even the father said, "Sure, go ahead and eat it, and all of this will come out of every orifice in your body." Now, I don't think there is probably even a Jewish scholar who would say that's a good thing.
Gotcha. And thanks so much for your super chat from Dave Gar, who said, hyperventilating increases blood pH. Just giggle. Like Darth Dawkins were here.
He didn't get a chance to answer the second part of the question.
Oh, you're right about that. Sorry. They said that multiple words in the Hebrew Bible, or I should say, depending on what your worldview is, Pentateuch or the Old Testament or
New Testament.
Tanakh, if I remember right.
Tanakh, you're correct.
Have multiple meanings.
Actually, that's a misnomer for people that don't understand Hebrew. A word, what we in English would refer to as a word in Hebrew, is actually a sentence. Words are actually the individual letters in Hebrew. And so, no, those actually have one meaning. You put multiple of those together to get your meaning for what we call words.
Gotcha. Thanks so much for your super chat from Sphere itself. 65-year-old Earl the Postman says, once again, just manufacturing truth.
JM Truth, just manufacturing truth.
Yeah, okay. I'm not quite sure. Is he saying that I'm making it up, or am I?
Pretty sure. Pretty
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Definitely.
I don't believe in manufacturing truth. No, I believe truth is truth. You can manufacture a lie, but you can't really manufacture truth.
You got it. And thanks so much for being a good sport, by the way, JM Truth. Some of these have been harsh, like striking, piercing jabs. Club, thanks for your super chat. Who said once you go after James, you've crossed the line. I tell you, I forgot who it was. Foxfire. You have a new enemy, my friend, Foxfire. Oh, well, this has been fun, folks. Want to say thanks so much. Let's see. Oh, I do have one from Brian Stevens. That's right. Thanks for your super chat. He said, for JM Truth to do 200,000 IVs over 10 years, he would have to have done.
I never said 200,000. That number never came out of my mouth. I said 2,000.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because Brian did the math, and Brian was saying if it were 200,000, you would have had to have done 5,480 every day.
Yeah, no.
The man's good.
I think I've done thousands of them. That's what I was meaning to say, not even put a number on it.
But, got quick hands.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. And no, I'm like, it's true. For the record, it was 2,000. So Mouth Breather, thanks for your super chat, Mouth Breather, who said, TJump, when was the last time you ate meat and crap out every orifice in your body?
Yeah, that doesn't happen, but it didn't say crap out every orifice.
Let me clarify what the Bible actually means by that. It means that when we sweat, you will sweat this out of every orifice. A meat eater does not smell the same as a plant-based eater.
Well, everything comes out of every orifice, no matter what you eat. That's just how your body works.
That's correct. You are correct. I agree. But the point is that in the text, it's talking about you will perspire toxins out of every orifice in your body. Okay. So the point is, again, a plant-based eater does not sweat the same as a meat eater.
Gotcha. And thanks for your super chat from Sphere itself. They're coming at you, JM Truth. They're just saying, no, JM Truth said hundreds of thousands.
Okay, guys, if by some chance that number came out of my mouth, obviously I was wrong. You can't do hundreds of thousands. I would have meant thousands, not hundreds of thousands. So
I mean, I thought you said like hundreds or thousands. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I said was hundreds or thousands.
But yeah, your audio is not the greatest quality, so I can understand why it's not necessarily.
I would have never said hundreds of thousands. That's not even humanly possible.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it is for Tom. Tom could. Yeah. But
Tom's a beast, man.
That's right. Want to say, folks, thanks so much to these debaters. We really appreciate these guys coming on. It gets rough and tumble sometimes. You know, I think at one point, JM Truth made fun of Tom's appearance, right? Understandable, though. You know, can't blame him. So,
if I did,
Tom,
I apologize publicly.
I made that part up. But the point is, folks, want to let you know, at the end of the day, whether it be in the live chat or in the debates, it's kind of like, hey, if you ever needed me, I'll help you out. I'll save your life or something. So we do want to let you know, Tom, would you save my life?
Depends how much money you have.
Thomas.
Oh,
that's
man.
Better than no. Last time I asked, he just said no. So
yeah.
I'm really touched.
Like Black-Eyed Peas, where's the love?
Yeah.
That's right. Thanks so much, folks. I want to say we hope you have a great rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow with JM Truth's father, Flat Earth Aussie, who will be taking on Team Skeptic. So that should be a fun one. And Praise, our producer, if you were there, Praise, we are ready to say goodbye to everyone. Praise, are you there? Gotcha. Praise has a new toy, a voice modulator. So thank you, Praise. And have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night. Thanks, guys.
Yep. See ya.